Long time no see. I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot thank you all enough. Oh my gosh. The last video I did was on December 16th, so it's been a few weeks, and I basically just came on real quick to tell everyone that I was, had some sad news that my mother passed away on December 10th, and that I wanted to just sort of take time off. I still had Christmas and dealing with all that and, family here and so forth, and I just wanted to take a little bit of a break from YouTube for that. And that's basically the whole video. I was just saying, I'm so sorry, this is what happened, whatever. And the response I got was overwhelming. First of all, I thought that only my tried and true people who just kind of have been with me forever and they weren't, here just for bags or, just for makeup or, any of those things, just, my just few, I feel like there are few people who are just kind of there for the long haul. I figured that that's really who I was speaking to. So maybe 1,000 views. That thing, I'm telling you, so many people have watched it. So many people have commented and been so supportive and so beautiful and just telling me their stories. I cannot tell you how incredible all of that has been for me. So helpful. And I cannot thank you enough. Just to go on there and see all the comments about people who have had so much of the same situation happen to them. Very similar, almost identical, with, a parent or a loved one having dementia and then possibly going through some sort of a hip surgery or something that's made the dementia go faster and all of that. I mean, it was so many, and I read every single word of every single comment that everybody sent, and there were hundreds of them. And I will still to this day continue, and I will go back to those and read them because they were so heartfelt, beautiful, caring, kind, supportive, all of that. And I mean, I'm overwhelmed. I'm absolutely blown away by you guys. You're amazing. I mean, seriously, it's amazing. I've received cards in the mail at my P.O. box. I have received a few little gifts that were so sweet and so heartfelt. A little book that a woman had written when her son had committed suicide. She wrote this little booklet and she sent that to me. It was absolutely beautiful. Unbelievable support, unbelievable love out there. And I just cannot thank you enough. I mean, can you tell? I'm absolutely overwhelmed by all the love. And I want to send it right back to you guys. You are so wonderful. Sometimes when you're doing a YouTube video and you're talking about the latest lipstick and, oh, look, I'm going to Trader Joe's and I love, normal life stuff that people, it's fun, right? You totally forget that the people that are out there and watching and stuff, that they are, I mean, obviously don't forget you're real people. I mean, you really are very, very real to me. But to then hear the stories and to hear all the love and the support, and it's like every single one of you, that have talked to me and told me your stories, I want to sit down and have coffee with you and chat. I mean, it's like we're, it's like we're friends, and it's just the strangest, most surreal thing. Anyway, enough about that. Let's try to make this more of a normal video a little bit. Things aren't going to be totally normal, probably for a while. I'll have good days and bad days, and I will just, I'll come on and give you a video of something that's important to me or something that, I want to show you or whatever when it feels right. And so that's how it's going to be, I think, from here on in. So anyway, I just want to backtrack and sort of let you know what's been going on, like what, how Christmas was and stuff. So soon after my last video, I was very, very grateful that I had done a lot of my Christmas prep and my shopping and things like that. Almost before Thanksgiving, I was completely finished with most of my shopping. So that was a blessing considering what happened, with my mother passing away and us being there with her for, it was quite a few days, the week of, and so forth. So, yeah, I'm glad I had most of it taken care of. I even had ordered our family Christmas cards about a week before, or maybe 2 weeks before she passed. I had gone through the whole thing where you sort through the family pictures and you try to find any picture of your family that looks decent of all of you that you can slap on a Christmas card and send out. You know how you do that? At least I do. I'm always frantic to find one picture that everybody looks good or everyone agrees or whatever. Never happens. So I always resort to that kind that has like the different boxes. So I can get, okay, that's a good picture of that person, and that's a good picture of that one. You know how that goes. So I was doing that, And I could not find good pictures. So I'm thinking, okay, so my daughters probably have pictures of themselves that they prefer or like or whatever. So I'm asking people, I threw out an email or text, to the four of us, said, if you've got any great pictures, send them. I'm trying to put this thing together. And I put together, as you're going through 1,000 photos in your phone or whatever, I'm seeing hilarious photos that, were ridiculous. And so I wanted to threaten them. So I made this card. I'll show it to you. And I said, in my text to them, I said, send me your good pictures or I will send this card if you don't. Because, so it was like the threat. You got to send me your good stuff or this is what's going out there to the world. Here it is. It's so perfect. So anyway, I sent it out to everyone and my responses were hilarious. Callan, my oldest, she's just like, oh yeah, heck yes, that's perfect, and my husband, Jim, he's like, send it, do it. I thought that was great too. So anyway, people did end up sending, some decent pictures that they liked of themselves and so forth. And this is the card that we ended up with. So this was the final card. And thank goodness I got this all taken care of early, first part of December. Yeah, so that was taken care of, and we didn't send the funny one, although I'd love to have this one made and just keep it for myself because I think it's hilarious. The thing above my head is because it's blurry, and the card people were trying to tell me that picture would be blurry, so that's why there's that little line thing there. But anyway, too funny, especially Gracie with her head stuffed in a shoe. She loves to huff my shoes, and I don't have specifically smelly feet either. It's really weird. My feet don't smell and they don't sweat. I don't know, but she comes to my closet, grabs my shoe off the shelf and just sticks her face in there and just, it's hilarious. So anyway, she just loves to huff my shoes. Anyway, there's that. So we got that taken care of early, which was good. So all I had to do is pretty much address them and write a little something and so forth. That was handy. And then, my daughter, Claire, my youngest from North Carolina, she lives in North Carolina now, she and Gracie and her boyfriend came up and visited. So on their way, they stopped and saw my dad. So it was part of the trip and stuff. So they got to spend some time with him too, which was great. And so anyway, they came for Christmas. And so she was here for about 11 days, I think it was. Yeah, and so I got to have Gracie back for 11 days, and it was just we were all grieving, we were all suffering, but we were all still wanting to celebrate Christmas because it's extremely important to us and to my mother. So, we were just trying to just sort of allow each other to have our good times and our bad times and have our cry and have our laughs and stuff as we did, just natural. We didn't do anything fancy, we didn't go anywhere, we stayed home, we made cookies, all that kind of thing. So I got some wrapping done. This particular present I'm very proud of. I was using scraps and I thought my husband would really appreciate this, me using all the scraps. So I did that. I probably used a roll of tape doing this one, but I thought he'd like that, did that. So that gift was for him. Anyway, I think it's cute. I only did one like that. So we had, we had Christmas morning. We're all just in our relaxed stuff, opening a bunch of stuff. Gracie was loving to help unwrap things and she loved all her gifts, and it was just wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. We had just the fireplace on, and we had the regular Christmas meal, which was ham and green beans and scalloped potatoes. This is what we always make. I don't know why, but we do. Coffee, hold on. So yeah, it was relaxing. It was lovely. I've been doing a lot of puzzles. I don't know what it is, and I'm sure people grieve differently. But for whatever reason, jigsaw puzzles has been my savior this last 3 weeks or 4 weeks. I've done a lot. I've just, whenever I have a moment and I'm thinking too much and I'm starting to get weird, I will go and there's one going on at my dining room table almost all the time, and I will sit down and I will do them. And occasionally someone will come over and help, but Mostly my older daughter isn't interested at all, and my younger one was only here for 11 days, but she would help me a little bit with some, but you know, she was also doing her own. And so we had these little powwows where we'd sit around the table. One daughter was on her computer playing some sort of a game or whatever. Gracie was sitting at a chair with us because she gets kind of huffy and mad if she's not up there with us. So we put her little steps so she can sit with us at the table, and then she's totally content. And I'm working on a puzzle, and then Claire's working on a puzzle, and it's just fun. And Jim's doing house projects because he had some time off. So he was fixing some windows, and I'm just doing all sorts of things. So anyway, that was that. Good time. So Christmas Day was just relaxed. We just got up and, you know, ate our homemade cinnamon rolls and opened our gifts. We do, you know, one person at a time. It's kind of a long drawn out event, but just casual. And we had some funny sort of gag gift things that were hilarious. So we got some good laughs and just had the fire going and Christmas music going, and it was absolutely perfection. I mean, seriously, that is the kind of Christmas I just love. That's my favorite kind, just relaxed and wonderful. Don't go anywhere, just do what you do. And then after, we all just sort of scattered and did our own thing, and you know, it was absolutely fabulous. So weird and sad and moments of, you know, remembering and all that kind of stuff, but it was good. It was really good, and it was wonderful. So also, so I wanted to, you know, share that with you, and here's just some pictures, just some random pictures that we took, and, you know, I wasn't trying to make anything out of them, it was just random pictures we took, so here's a little bit of that. Okay, also, on December 13th, I believe it was a Monday after the Friday my mom passed, roofers came. We have decided to replace our roof. We have an enormous cedar shake, you know, those shake tile things, a roof that has needed to be replaced for quite a while now. And we've just been hemming and hawing, and what kind of thing do we want to do? And, you know, when do we want to replace it and all this stuff. So by the end of the summer, we finally chose what we wanted, and we chose the company and so forth. And we knew they probably wouldn't get to it in the fall. They were going to try, but it just didn't happen, right? So we thought, okay, well, they're not going to do it till spring, whatever. Well, we got a call. We got a call actually while we were taking care of my mother and stuff, that they would start on Monday. They had a good week of weather. They thought they could get it done. They could just bang it out and do it, right? I'm like, how can they do it? It's 7,000 square feet, the house. It's crazy. So how in the world, you know, are they going to get that done? But in a lot of peaks and different, it's not just like one, you know. Anyway, whatever, they're the experts. And then they're going to replace the gutters, and they're going to do copper flashing and the copper things above the bay windows. I mean, it was like a project and a half. I'm like, how are they going to do this? And it's a couple weeks before Christmas and whatever. They thought they could do it. Well, we got some snow like 3 days in. There was a high wind warning. We got a big windy warning day. So there were days that they could not work. Other days they're trying not to slide off the roof while they're doing it. Part of the roof was done, and there's banging, like unbelievably loud banging. This was the first day. I had just gotten out of the shower and they came and they were doing their thing and I'm sitting in my office and I'm upstairs and I'm like, holy moly. So here's that. Never stops. Like there isn't a break. It's bizarre. I don't know how they can do it. Oh my gosh. So the roofers have been coming and going whenever they can, and I never know when they're going to show up and when they aren't. And so I have to kind of be ready and looking out the window and grabbing my cars because we have to take the cars out of the garage and down around to this cul-de-sac area near us, then hoof it all the way back through the snow. So it has been something. And this has been going on since December 13th. And guess what? They're still working on it. So we are now at January something, 6th. And so yeah, it's been a while. They have basically finished the actual roofing part. They still need to do the gutters. I don't know when that'll happen. But they're right now, they showed up today. It was 3 degrees when the doorbell rang. It's 5 now, 5 degrees Fahrenheit. And there are 3 men out there working on the copper parts for on top of the bay windows. I don't know how they're surviving. I don't. I mean, I'm ready to, you know, like run out there with warm towels and coffee and, you know, whatever anybody needs because it just seems dangerous, but whatever. That's what they chose to do. We're not pressuring them. We just assumed it would be spring. So they're doing it on their own. Anyway, that's happening today. So it's supposed to be a high of 15 if we're lucky today. So it's gonna be a doozy. So yeah, roofing is happening and happening and happening and happening. So that's going on too, which is kind of chaotic. But Gracie handled it beautifully though. When they were, you know, the roofers were here when she was here, and whew, they even worked Christmas Eve. They did a whole day Christmas Eve. It was just nuts. But anyway. Then when Claire and Gracie and so forth, when they left, it was just, that's when it hit even more. So I think that having them here with, you know, with Callan too, who she, you know, she lives here in the town and stuff. So she's always here, you know what I mean? And my husband, everyone here and celebrating Christmas and having the festivities and playing games and all that stuff really helped me so much because it just, you know, you're busy and I'm cooking and I'm, you know, cleaning and I'm doing stuff and I don't know, and I'm just enjoying my family, you know? So yes, we had our crying moments and stuff, but it wasn't depressing and sad. It was beautiful. It was a really good Christmas. So then when Claire left with Gracie too, God, poor baby, I love her so much. I miss her so much. Anyway, when they left and went back, it was, they left the Tuesday after Christmas. So, you know, it was like the 29th or something to that effect. And so we had New Year's here. It was just our New Year's celebration, which was, again, we celebrated, just my daughter, my husband, and I, the way we love, which is hang out all day, make nachos. I do these like sheet pan nachos where I just sort of spread it out on a sheet and I put the stuff on top and then get it in the oven and, you know, that kind of thing. So anyway, that was really good. You know, just stuff like that. Watch football games. Toward the end of the evening, my daughter and I were playing a video game that we love. So we were like, you know, screaming and yelling and jumping around on things, you know, in the video game, having fun. And my husband's watching a movie in the basement in the, you know, the theater thing down there. And so we're just all kind of doing our own thing and enjoying it, fireplace going and stuff. And then right at 11 o'clock, because for us, 11 o'clock is midnight in New York, throw on the TV, do the Dick Clark special thing, whatever it's called now, and watch the ball drop in New York Times Square, and then go woohoo. And then if we want to go to bed, we can consider New Year's, you know, celebration right there. But we stayed up and did some more video game playing and so forth. And then we also turned on the TV when it came to midnight our time and did the Chicago one where we watched the Chicago ball drop thing, which is, I'm sorry, but it's really lame, really, really lame, like embarrassingly lame. Anyway, so we were watching that and did our, you know, our Happy New Year, woohoo, and, you know, hugged and kissed each other and stuff, and then went to bed. So to us, that is the best kind of New Year's celebration ever. It's what we do, it's what we love. So yeah, that happened also. So then, soon after that, we allowed the weekend to happen and so forth, just to kind of relax still and clean things up and whatever. And now we're trying to get back to our normal lives, and Jim's back to work, and you know, everybody's back to their own stuff, and now it's hitting more, you know, because the festivities are over and the extra stuff is over. It's more of just days are going by normally, and it's not normal, you know what I mean? So I'm still working on all that. It'll take time, but it's okay. So that's the good news about that. So I can't promise anything at all, but I definitely will try to be back with my normal things. I have a new handbag that I'm loving. I want to show you guys that. I have several other items I'd love to show you that I am really loving. I didn't do a December favorites, and that was hard for me. I love doing my favorites videos, but yeah, anyway, we'll see what happens. I'll do my best. And I absolutely adore each and every one of you. You're the best. You guys are my friends. I know people find that weird for people to say that on, you know, a video that you're my friends, but you know what? I have talked to many of you. I have corresponded through mail. I have corresponded through, if you want to like direct message me on my Instagram, that's all listed below, by the way, you know, how to do that, all that. I answer everyone that I can. You know, so I do feel like many of you are good friends. So it's great having you. It's great being able to see you and be with you this way, if no other way. So it's good. I think we're a good group here. So I want you individually to know that all the other people in this tribe, this Just Jennifer tribe, that we're all such good people. I mean, I think it's amazing. And you would love every single one of these people too. I wish you could get to know the other viewers like I have been able to try to start getting to know the other viewers. Because I think that if we could just meet up in one big giant room somewhere in the world, it would be amazing. So I think that we have collected a really good group here. So I'm proud of you guys. And I'm just so happy and amazed that we're finding each other. You know what I mean? We have a place to go to just sort of, yeah, be us and you know, yeah, I'm rambling a whole lot, but I feel for you guys. I love you. So anyway, thank you. I'll see you soon. Bye.